Hello, everyone. It's Sandy, and I thought I'd take you through, in one take, things I'll be reading this week. I'm excited. Tana French is something of a crime writer. She's Irish. Her books are set in Ireland, I think, almost exclusively. And it's a genre I don't normally read, but The Searcher is the first novel I read of hers. It came out during October of COVID, and I absolutely loved it. This is the sequel, and it's about Cal, a Chicago police detective of 30 years who just wants to retire after his wife divorced him, and he picks a very small town in Ireland to just lay low and learn to farm. And that is exactly what he wants, but of course he doesn't get it because a somewhat feral, I think she's 12 years old when we meet Trey, finds him. Her brother is missing. She is basically unparented, and she is determined to have Cal find her brother. So that was The Searcher, and here we're back with the same characters. And in this case, Trey, who is basically become his adopted little friend, is now 15, and the dad comes back in the picture, and he is up to no good. So I like Tana French, even though I'm not super familiar with the crime genre, because she really develops Cal the character. And so it's not at all sort of shoot 'em up Clint Eastwood. It's much more of Clint Eastwood's sort of later work where you really get to know the character, like Unforgiven. Not quite that bleak, but I'm excited for this sequel because I love The Searcher. So wow, Penelope Lively, she's turning 91 this year, British author and winner of the Booker Prize. And I've always wanted to read this book, Consequences. It is historical fiction, starts in 1924, goes through our couple who meets right as the Depression begins, and it goes into their true great love and generations of their family to follow. And man, does Penelope get great reviews. The New York Times, a joyous, ever-widening dance at its center shimmers the idea of resiliency, of the continuity of humankind as embodied in one family. Yes, please. Not too big. Can't wait. Looking forward to this one. On this one, you guys know I love Kirkus reviews, and I absolutely loved this. Somebody called my attention to them saying about this new Ellen Baker, the literary equivalent of a Minnesota hot dish. Decent, tasty, comfort food. So that's what Kirkus said about this book, and I'm all in. And it's basically about a gal who is put into the orphanage at 4 years old by a mother who loves her, but who has remarried. And again, as the Depression descends, it was pretty common that you would leave in an orphanage for a few months a child you really wanted. Mom promised to come back. Cecily's mom does not come back. And so we learn about her life sort of in retrospect, because she's 94 now and she has a family. She has a very stable, happy life in Minnesota, but her great-grandson decides to find out for a biology project her DNA. And so we learn what has really kept Cecily busy for 94 years. I think it's going to be a light, fun read, and I have a nice mixture here. So happy week of reading.